The Third Eye will continue.
We're back. Welcome back, and I hope that you had a chance to take down that information about astrological resources. But we are, in this segment, going to be talking to someone a little different from the astrologer, Geneva. We have as a guest, Morning Bird. Morning Bird is a reader, a psychic that I met I guess a year ago, yes. And was very impressed with her and wanted to have her come on the show to talk about her journey to the third eye and also how she connects her journey to her culture. So I'm going to sort of open this up and let you start where you think you like to start in terms of letting us know about you.
Okay. First of all, I started when I was young.
Okay.
You know how parents would always say, you know, you'd say something and then they'd say, oh, you better watch out what she says. And
yeah.
So I knew when I was young that I had this gift,
okay?
Because it is a gift. And as I got older, I would tell people things and people were kind of shy of me at first because they didn't want to always hear what I had to say or whatever I had to tell them.
Okay.
And then when I got older, and I'm a grandmother now.
Okay.
And I found my roots as being a Native American.
Okay.
Okay.
What particular tribal nation are you?
I'm from Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm Podoc as far as I know right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did my search. My aunt, I always used to watch my aunt, and she'd have her head tied up with a white rag and a potato in it for her headache to go away. That was her healing. So everything she did, I did. You know?
Okay.
I today do not take doctor's medicine.
Okay.
I do everything myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm also a certified healer. Because I'm a Native American, that's what happens. We are great healers. We are great healers. And great spiritualists also.
Okay.
Because you know in our culture, everything goes to Great Spirit, who is God.
Mm-hmm.
And everything comes from the earth, and everything comes from the sky, and everything comes from the four directions. So,
okay.
And that's my life. That's what I do.
Okay.
I meditate every day, 2 or 3 times a day. Sometimes I have to leave a room and go in the corner somewhere to meditate. I love people. I love people. I know if I'm talking to somebody and I can see their aura, I know that's the person that I'm connected with. I know that God has me here for a reason, Great Spirit. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm doing that.
Okay. Can you tell me how you sort of bring the tradition, the Native American tradition, into your work? What are the ways that you approach your readings and your healing?
Right now I have a women's circle, okay? And that's just what it is. It's a women's circle. Everything I do is in circle, okay? We meet at my house twice a month. Whatever we talk about in that circle stays there, okay? When I first started in this work, I was told that I had to have 3 feathers, okay? This is one of my feathers that I carry with me all the time. And I keep this feather with me a lot. I go places and I always have this feather. I have my books that I always use for reference, okay? I have Buffalo Woman Comes Singing, and I use this for everything. Anything that I want to see, I just open up that book. I know it backwards and forward, but sometimes I have to go back there for reference, and I use that book, okay? And this one here speaks for itself.
What is this?
This one speaks for itself.
Okay.
Okay?
This is another book.
And that's Mother Earth, spiritually, and that book speaks for itself.
My hands are... Okay, there you go.
And that book speaks for itself, okay? And then also I have another book. That's The Gentle Brother, and this was written by White Eagle. And that has a lot of things in there that I use for reference also. When I am reading or giving a message to someone, of course I don't have to use the books.
No,
because I'm intuitive. My guide is an Indian, okay? And he's always there.
Are you feeling that you that people need to be more aware of the relationship to the earth in terms of the Native American
Yes.
culture.
Yes, very much so. That's why there's not enough of us out here telling people about the culture and also about Native Americans, because we're here. We've been here for years, and people need to learn, and they need to know about us. They need to know about us.
Now, when you talk about the 4 directions, can you sort of expand on that when people said the 4 directions?
The 4 directions is the north, south, east, and west.
Okay.
When we have a ceremony and we smoke the peace pipe, we always pass the pipe to the west. Okay? That's the way it always goes, to the west.
Okay.
And then it's not only the 4 directions, but it's to the sky and it's to Mother Earth also. So it's really 6 directions that we do everything in. Okay? Same way when I do meditation. When I do meditation, I sit to the east. I sit where the sun rises.
Okay.
And every direction has a meaning.
Okay. Can you also just sort of give a wrap up of what would you like to leave with our studio audience as well as viewing audience? We're sort of coming to the end of the segment, and I know that you've been sort of talking about your own journey, but is there any parting words you'd like to leave the audience with?
I would like, and I cannot express this enough, I would like everybody to be aware of the earth and be aware of the things that we get from the earth. That's so important, because there's so many changes in the world today, that people need to know that you can sit on the ground and feel good sitting on the ground, and that you can sit with your back against the tree and feel good and get the energy from the tree. And you need to know that the birds can talk to you, and you need to know everything out there has a meaning and feels so good.
I think that's really important.
Yes, it is.
And I think that probably as we move into the end of the century, we're going to become more and more aware of that.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. In terms of how people can get in touch with their own psychic ability, what suggestions would you give them?
Meditate.
Meditate.
Meditation will put you right where you want to be. You cannot meditate enough. When you have meditation, you can hear the spirit talking to you. You can feel the spirit around you when you have meditation. And that's the way to get started, is through meditation.
Yeah, I'd like to ask you another question about the spirit guide. How did you know that you had a male spirit guide?
Well, I've seen him. Not only have I felt him, not only did I know that he was around, but I've seen him. I've seen him.
When did you see him?
I've seen him now about 12 years ago.
Wow.
About 12 years ago. It was not the first guide that I've had that I've seen. But I've been, Great Spirit has blessed me so well to be able to see.
That is wonderful.
And know what my guides are, yes.
That is wonderful.
Yes.
I want you to sit tight, viewing audience, as we sort of go to a PSA, and we'll be back momentarily.
You're watching The Third Eye.